Jubilee House is a Mennonite Voluntary Service Site in Elkhart, Indiana. It's overseen by the church next door, Prairie Street Mennonite. A support committee from Prairie Street Mennonite has worked hard to prepare the house and establish connections with local service agencies. Each week, participants volunteer 30 to 40 hours of their time and energy to great causes in the community. They are acting out their faith as local mission service workers.
The primary place where I work 30 hours a week is with La Casa, which is a nonprofit community development corporation is the term, but what they do is they work to help support people owning their own homes. They also offer some rental properties and different homeownership training and immigration services. I work in the community organizing part of that. Just to check in on some things about some plans coming up both for the 14th and for the celebration after that. As a community organizer, building relationships is sort of a core part of what I do, but it's really exciting that it's not just about us being co-workers or us collaborating on some project in the neighborhood, but there are really some great people. I get to meet so many exciting folks in this work, so that there are also folks I love to have over for, like, at our New Year's party, or that we can go to a concert that Patricia's husband's band is playing at a local church, so that it's more than just about work, but these are really great people that I get to know.
For my VS assignment, I work here at Wheelchair Help, which services and refurbishes old wheelchairs.
The official job description is, like I said, volunteer coordinator, but basically I do anything and everything that needs to be done.
We've got a brochure that has all our latest stuff in it.
I'm currently getting ready to bring in a whole bunch of other volunteers to do my job for me.
The Mennonite Voluntary Service thing is something that I have been literally praying about for 10 years. I mean, I knew what various voluntary services could do at other social service agencies in the country, and I just wanted that so badly for Elkhart. And so I was really excited when they said that the house was being remade and remodeled and everything, and then I was really excited when they said that they were getting some applications in, and then I was out of my mind excited when they said we actually were going to get Sarah for part-time things.
Student Success is a job and life skills program for women in the neighborhood that are low income, trying to empower themselves, to follow their dreams, to set goals and achieve them. And they also are involved in a small food business in which they are involved in producing soup, sweets, and dip mixes. The sales from these products go back to pay their training wages. I'm trying to help increase sales so that we can become more self-sufficient. We could increase the number of women that are in the program. So that's what I'm involved in.
Family Services of Elkhart County, how may I help you?
My primary service placement is at Family Services of Elkhart County, and we're a private nonprofit organization which works in conjunction with the Elkhart County court system.
And if I plan on doing that, will that save you time? Yes. Okay, well, yeah.
There I actually do all of the translation work if we have someone who is coming in who doesn't speak English but speaks Spanish. I really enjoy being able to facilitate communication between people if that's necessary. It's just a wonderful thing when people can connect with one another, even if it's through a translator, because again, that helps people build trust.
What can you say about Sarah here?
Oh, that's what it's about!
Her presence is full of joy. There's a fullness of joy.
They seem to think I'm pretty crazy, but I tell them that's okay, I'm just Mennonite, don't worry about it. They say, okay, that works for everything.
It's not jam, it's tuna.
I think the practice of living in community with other people is life-giving and fulfilling.
There's so much that I draw on from my community, both within this house and within this neighborhood, that it's really hard for me to imagine just living in an apartment, coming home from work, and just watching TV? No, there's so much richer relationships. The house favorite. They're a tasty addition to any meal.
The people who are coming to Elkhart, I mean, are amazing. I'm really privileged to live with, right now, 3 amazing people.
It's kind of like living in a college dorm, only you actually connect with the people.
As I was considering VS as an option, these people, including my pastor and a friend of mine from high school, were supportive that doing service in this way could be a way that could really meet that desire that I was talking about for community.
The joy that I've experienced in living in this house, in Jubilee House, is just being able to live with different types of people, people that have different experiences and that bring those different experiences to the same house.
It was a rather startling switch to begin with, but it's really nice to just have a group of people you connect with and you see on a daily basis.
Well, looking good.
We all depend on each other to, keep the place clean, keep the dishes out of the drainer.
This is a place which has become a safe place to work through some questions of the role that faith plays or doesn't in various aspects of our lives.
We always somehow manage to get up in these really in-depth, deep conversations. Jason and I were talking about, like what it means to be a guy, relationship problems.
One of the joys is just being in a place with people who are engaged in different ways in the community. So we know a lot of different people. The Wednesday dinners that we have is really great because people will come in who we've met in different places.
Living in community helps me to learn again, even as a 24-year-old, how to share. And living in community is joyful. An inspiration for me is that Prairie Street Mennonite Church has not left this block for 140 years. That in what we're seeing now and hearing now and integrated into our worship is a heart for this community and a commitment to be here.
We're in relationship with a congregation that is really invested in the neighborhood, so it feels like what I'm doing is connected to the core calling of this church. I think that's one thing that's valuable about the notion of services, is taking seriously what we do with our lives and trying to make connections between the way we talk about our values and then how we actually live. People call it discipleship or the works part of the faith.
The example of Jesus' life was serving others. That following how Jesus lived means serving others in your everyday life.
We all are very open people in terms of our faith. That's my interpretation. Just very willing to expand our understanding of faith and to see from one another's perspective. And that's been so significant because it takes out the possibility of fear of change that some people have with regards to their faith. And so that's also been a blessing.
I'd say we have a pretty good relationship with the church. I mean, they keep asking us to do things.
Like, remember how last week you were saying something about, no.
They're really open to anything that we want to do. For the most part, we've been able to respond back in kind, just like giving ideas and tossing this and that out there.
Since I've been here, working with plants and growing things is one really great way I've seen to connect with the divine, with something broader than just myself, with my own body. And to see, we had some compost which we put in there, and the thing I tried to plant didn't grow, but there were 3 other things which are growing. I don't know what they are, but I'm really excited to see what they're going to turn out to be. And I think that that's sometimes the way that the divine is at work in our neighborhood, because the thing which I'm really convicted about doing that I'm going to do might not turn out, but in the process other things might sprout up that we didn't even know about. And so learning how to celebrate everything, all of the ways in which God is at work, that's been a valuable image for me.